Blasty Beats. Hey guys, how are you?
Hi, Shelby.
Hey Shelby.
What's going on?
Hey Susan.
Susan.
Susan. Hi, otherwise.
Otherwise.
Hello, Calvin. Hello, Andy.
I was in a sauna earlier because I had a kink in my neck.
That wasn't a sauna, that was a
A full
jacuzzi.
jacuzzi, whatever. It's all the same.
Hi, Sex. How are you? So, we just randomly decided to do this.
As we are wont to do.
So, hello. Long time no see.
Yay! What's going on? Who's Frank? Just kidding.
Oh man, sorry. It is warm in here and I thought I had a hair clip. But I do not.
I got a hair band.
That's okay.
My hair is frizzy today. I took a shower.
Mine has lots of chlorine.
I took a shower for the first time.
I love flash streams!
Flash tits.
Flash streams! What? Nice! Love Goat Whore. Great live. Seen him live a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely love his hair.
Yeah, go horse rare.
I kept trying to get that one Little Mermaid shot every time he did this.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull my old Metalhead card. I was listening to Goat Whore back with their first album when they were like just straight up underground, and they had the piccolo snare where it was just bass and all this other stuff. And it was just straight blast beats. There was nothing else to the album. It was pretty fucking rad. But I actually at first they were more grindcore with that first album. It was kind of different. But then they went into they finally they discovered their thrash metal roots and everything like that, which was fucking rad. And the views go up. We need to get freaking Corbin in here and that picture he put up.
Woo-hoo!
Titties.
Corbin! Damn, I'm a little jealous, not gonna lie. Woo!
Mitch gets the boobies around his face.
And by the way, this is for the boobies. So Terrace, don't kill me. Terrace, do not kill me.
I don't know. I'd climb Corbin's tree. Just kidding. I freaking love him. She's rad.
You guys, all of
Brand
you.
Asylum. We got Susan, myself, and Liz got invited to be a part of them, and we're part of them.
And we're definitely part of them. I love them. Hey, Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? Yes, I love that picture with the boobies, and he's all against the boobies. Yes.
Corbin's like 9,000 feet tall.
I
and
know, right?
Those must be like 8,000 feet tall women. Yes!
Oh my god!
I like saw that. I was like, dude, he ain't got the stickers put over on his pasties.
He leaned down. He did lean down into boobies.
He used his stickers. Did you notice for the pasties?
I love it.
Like,
I would have had such a bad reaction. I'm so allergic to them.
I was laughing.
But great picture. So I guess let's get started on what we're talking about.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know what we're talking about either. No. So I was looking up some unsolved missing persons cases. The story of the 50-foot Corbin.
You know what?
Can we do like a Godzilla style movie like this?
Can we get Munchkins and Otherwise together? Sorry, Otherwise. I'm sorry.
He's shorter than Corbin. I'm shorter than Corbin.
Everybody's shorter than Corbin.
We're all shorter than Corbin. And yes, titties make the world go round. Why did my brain go? Drink, sex, cigarettes, Ford quarantine, household pets.
I know that's not TSO. I know is that Subhumans?
Mm-hmm.
He's right. I was about to say, I only was listening to Subhumans now.
Famine, death, an apathetic public couldn't care less.
And now we just got like freaking muted in like Guamania or someplace.
What?
I don't know. It was like one of those 67 countries.
Guamania?
Otherwise it's 5'4". So we get like some munchkins.
I'm still shorter than him.
Everyone is shorter than Corbin.
I'm still shorter than otherwise.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Hi, Iris!
Hi, Iris.
Hello. See, and he is not a munchkin, thank you.
He's not a munchkin.
He's not! He's
Otherwise is my pal. He's
pure awesomeness.
Yeah.
Pure awesomeness. He is the king of TikTok. I am sorry, because I suck at TikTok.
I can't. I'm only on there just to watch cooking videos and stuff like that, and like Oh, who's that dude? That quack thing dude, the fat electrician guy. He's fucking rad.
I'm only on there to watch chubby girls bounce their titties.
Yeah.
Because they just sit there and go,
they just get like likes left and right. I just want to go live on there. That's all I want to. I want to go. I want to have the honor of going live for a minute and then having everybody come after me and ban me.
shot two! What? Alright. When you want to go motoring and you don't have a boat, get a pair of kitties. Boobies! Meow, meow, I say!
Mikey, what's going on?
Mikey! I didn't mean to switch it off of yours. Hi!
Otherwise, that's what I watch too. That's right.
Thank you!
Okay, they have great cooking videos on there. They have cool, funny things about the military on there. And they have boobs on TikTok.
God, me, brother. That's what I watch too, bouncing boobies.
Right?
Oh! 5'4". I get it now. I got you. You guys are all taller than me.
I'm 6'1".
Amen. I'm very Irish.
I'm 6'1".
I'm
Corbin.
As you can tell, I'm not.
I'm 6'1", and Hinch is beats me
Foot
by a foot.
taller than you.
He's fucking.
Like,
Corbin's fucking huge, man.
Mikey! I didn't mean to skip over your message. I'm so sorry. I just saw meow, meow. I say. All right. So let's start talking about unsolved, not mysteries, disappearances.
Disappearances. I don't know what we're looking at here. This was totally random.
I tried to save the pictures, but it's not letting me.
We're technically on vacation right now, so I'm not ready for anything.
Yep.
I
This
haven't
just
even
happened.
I haven't even started working on our first episode back in 2 weeks. None of it.
Corbin is the runt in his family.
Jesus fucking Christ. Those Maori guys, man, they're fucking huge.
No, he said there's
What?
another.
Yeah, it wasn't what Corbin was telling us too. Wasn't his father bigger than him, half a foot bigger than him, which is insane. Those guys, all those guys from New Zealand, from fucking the Samoas, Polynesia. There you go. All those guys, man, they're fucking huge.
So
look at Roman Reigns for fuck's sake. He is huge.
Hell, if you want to go over to Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, it's something about the Pacific water over there that makes everyone tall.
Damn. I'd climb that tree.
I'd climb it. I'd climb that tree. She's taller than me.
No, she's not.
No, she's not.
She's 5'7".
She could pick me up.
She can. She could definitely pick you up. So, Iris, we are in California.
Yes.
How about yourself? Yeah, I love those kinds of stories. So yes, what are we talking about tonight? We are talking about missing persons cases that have not been solved. The disappearance of boobies.
Those are kind of hard to disappear.
They don't disappear. I guess I could go like this.
Now I gotta go listen to Metallica with that song "I Disappear." It's a terrible song, but I still love Metallica.
Whoa! His father is well over 7 feet.
I think
I've seen that picture because I was like,
I remember him telling me that, or showing us a picture or something like that. I was like, dear God.
we were just talking about Ohio. If you get the chance.
Midnight. If you're into metal, listen to Midnight.
That's not even what I was going to say.
I don't know. That's where that's.
No.
Well, no, Midnight's from Cleveland.
Raz's.
Oh! Yeah, Raz
This
is
is Dayton, Ohio, and it is called Hell's Dungeon. If you guys get a chance. Also, Raz,
we got some special stuff going on.
we have some special, awesome stuff coming up with Raz.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
He may or may not have joined our family.
You joined the fam.
The fam, yo!
Dog.
Closer.
He's what's coming up next, dog.
All right, let's get away from the squirrel moments and let's start this. Let's get into this bitch. Okay. So, number one, I'm going to start with Joan Reich. She disappeared 1961.
Are we saying Reich because we don't want to freaking piss off the bots?
It says Reich.
Just saying.
Yay!
I wouldn't say that out loud.
It says Reich.
It's Reich.
So
We're putting the harsh in it.
Joan Reich was 31 when she vanished from her Boston home,
Bastard.
leaving nothing but blood on her kitchen floor.
Oh.
Her daughter ran to a neighbor that day saying, "Mommy is gone, and the kitchen is covered in red paint."
What year was this again?
It's 1961.
This could possibly be in there with the Boston. I think this might have been one of the ones that go along with the Boston Strangler.
Maybe. So weeks prior, she had checked out a book from the library about a woman who disappears and leaves nothing but blood in a towel. And
Blood on a towel. Was it a rag? Boom.
no, but the thing is, I wish I could show you guys the picture. I tried to show the picture, but literally, that is
it's a paper
exactly.
towel's what it is.
Man. That is exactly what is in this picture. So, I'll get to that, Susan. So it is weird that she had checked out a book from the library a week prior about a woman who disappeared, leaving nothing but blood on and a towel, and that's exactly what she left in the kitchen.
Okay, I do vaguely remember this one is. I think it does go on the Boston Strangler, which is some stuff we're going to get into in the news.
Oh yeah. By the way, this is Sam Lam Pama Lama Ding Dong.
Fam Bam. Fam Bam and the stars and the trees and love for the fam.
I'm telling you, even
Yeah.
our bad poetry is better.
Bamba Lamba Lamb.
Whoa, Black Betty, family. Whoa, Black
No, he
Betty.
doesn't even deserve that respect. Come on. Freaking Ram Jam's fucking rad. That dude is a douche.
All right, so next, Fred Valentish disappeared 1978.
If he's Scandinavian, you would pronounce the V like a W, and it would be Valentish.
He is not, though. He is Australian. The Australian man was flying a small plane when he told air traffic control about a strange object flying near him, but then got cut off mid-sentence and vanished.
It was
Neither-
his ex-wife. I'll get you! He was like in mid-sentence, and she cut him off.
That's your ex-wife.
Blech. She's probably watching this too.
Hi, Arby's beef and cheddar. Hi.
I like Arby's beef and
I don't.
cheddar.
So, neither he nor his plane were ever found,
Yeah.
and some believe that he was taken away by a UFO.
It was an unidentified flying ex-wife is what it was. Took his plane and everything. Took his soul.
Oh, thank you so much, Shelby. I really appreciate it.
Cover rings out your eyes. Oh, that's awesome.
It is multicolored right now because I went into the pool and I don't know what happened. Estrella, my love, hello. God, I need a beer and tacos. Beer, tacos, and weed right now. I'm with you.
Getting
I
a
got
lot
the green.
healthier, so I am on the verge of buying some beers. I have not drank, done edibles, or anything in almost 3 months now. I was talking to Susan about the other night. Like, I literally, like, we were both like, we were talking about the kidney infections and all this other stuff, and I was like, I am so afraid of even having a beer right now, even though I'm like completely over all that stuff.
Was this the guy that was going to go pick up a load of lobsters? Why does my brain go to Family Guy when they win the lottery and they ask them to go get the best lobster, put it on a plate, and give it a helicopter tour?
I probably would do that. I'm not gonna
And
lie.
the guy's all, and over here you will see the cake. Why am I doing this? I could have just said I did this. Oh, okay, you know this one. Yeah, it is a strange story. I'm not getting deep into these stories because we might cover them later. But yeah, or a shot of tequila.
Tequila?
Did you know that tequila, when you're trying to lose weight, if you're going to drink alcohol, tequila is the one that you want to drink?
Why?
I don't know. Something about it actually helps you burn calories. I just think it tastes like butt, so I'm good.
No, you do. I do stupid shit on tequila. I stay away from it.
I tend to dance on stripper poles
I tend
to Pussy Control by
I tend to
by Prince.
to be out at like on my old farm when we had haystacks and everything out there, Like, my buddy Adam and me, we quite literally just got wasted on tequila. And we wanted to go up to the top of the haystacks to party more. So, and everyone else wanted to go out there, like 20 or 30 people. So we just got together and I gave him a boost. And this was like a 30-foot tall haystack. He shimmied up it, and then he started pushing hay bales down, and I started making a stairway out of it. And we actually had a legit great angle to it, like going down to where it wasn't going to fall. And we actually built it up in about 30 minutes. And it actually made it to the top. It was pretty cool.
You do weird shit off tequila too.
I do a lot of.
Sykes dances on a pole with his G-string. I just tend to dance to the song "Pussy Control" by Prince. If you can see it. All I can think. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and motherfucking girls.
And we got muted in Argentina or someplace. Our show was one of them was like on the 67
This is
countries.
your captain with no name.
Did you
and I'm
see-
here to rock your world.
Susan too. Have you seen like in those places where we get muted? Like that's not America. One of them is Antarctica.
It is.
One of them is Antarctica.
Don't imagine that. You'll burn your corneas.
Sykes, can we get you with sad? Sykes, I know. If you do this,
No, wait. You
No.
know Taco from Dick's Last Resort?
can we get
Where he
Sykes?
bounces.
Can we get Sykes to do the Peter Griffin thing when he's got the lipstick and he's staring at I'm a dirty beyond the minute. Sykes, we need to get you to do that.
Occupado!
Oh.
Damn polar bears getting all up in our business.
We were looking through it, and I was like, okay, none of this matters because it doesn't.
Do it.
Whatever, it's whatever countries, but because it's never muted here, and I was like, Antarctica. How do we get muted in Antarctica?
I guess the penguins don't like us.
Yeah, it's honestly. Otherwise, it's just whatever algorithm in those countries. Yeah, it's based on whatever their copyright laws are there.
Which is
If
stupid
you're not
because
muted, if you're not muted in America, Canada, Mexico, you're fine.
we use Facebook's music that they gave us, and we still got in trouble.
You can't listen to music in Antarctica.
How dare you, sir? Alright, so let's go. Well, I pulled a Sid Vicious walking down the street in a biker jacket and a Speedo.
We pissed off the one person living there.
Right?
Is there like 20 scientists living there at all times?
Trying to grow potatoes.
Well, there's also like the ice wall, and on the other side of the ice wall is all the alien tech, and then you have the tunnel that Kong uses for the Hollow Earth, which is all there.
Hi,
Hi, Sherry.
Sherry! Due to copyrights, and I had no music playing. Yeah, no.
No, it's what
I got in trouble
it's,
talking about. I'm sure it was because I talked about the mouse.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. I know. Oh, okay, we'll go on this later, but it's nothing to worry about. And then we get taken down now. It's nothing to worry about.
Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 disappeared in 2014. So this Boeing 777 disappeared in 2014, but no one can confirm exactly what happened to this plane and the 239 people on board. Only some debris has been found. Even after searchers scoured 46,000 feet of ocean floor, they still have no damn clue what happened to these people.
As a Canadian would say, debris. Not debris, it's debris.
All right, so
buttons.
buttons on your underwear.
Sorry, Edwards.
Lovely. Sherry Mahan.
Hey, Tony!
Hey, Tony!
What's
Whoop,
going on?
whoop.
Yeah, I haven't seen you forever. What's going
What's
on there?
up?
Yes.
My voice must not belong to me. Yeah,
Right. Information. Well, you have to think about this. In other countries, information and stuff like that is highly, highly regulated.
yes, it is still missing. I mean, like I said, they did find some debris, but they've never found the bodies. They have no clue. They never found the black box. They don't know why it went down. Nothing.
Debris.
People, Sykes says, I heard about that people were saying that it was something like the Bermuda Triangle. But I don't think they were even near the Bermuda Triangle at the time.
I think it's the devil.
Pocket dimensions.
Pocket dimensions.
Langoliers.
Well, that's only if you happen. Langoliers only come after you if you happen to be somewhat behind the present, and then they're the what
It was the Langoliers.
eat everything. So you got to get caught back up with the present, because if you don't understand the reason why the present is the present
Langoliers.
is because the future is a gift or some shit. I don't know.
Are we about to go get into Donnie Darko?
I don't want to talk about Donnie Darko again. The whole reason why everything was messed up was because, I mean, I know we're talking. Damn it, here we go. Okay, the Donnie Darko theory. What is it? What was it again? I wasn't even stoned. I was completely sober when I was
Okay,
talking about
fine. Let's get into this. We're talking about airplanes. The Donnie Darko
it. Epane.
theory. What?
Epane. Sorry.
The Donnie Darko theory is that he should have died in the first place. And in not dying, it caused this tangent universe where his mother and sister died. And why are you wearing that stupid man suit, Frank?
Exactly. That's such a good part.
It's such a good movie. It is a paradox.
Okay, so it's exactly, it's a paradox. Either he dies right there and everything goes great, and no matter what, it has to. Okay, and I do remember what I was saying here. So the theory is for that moment things were bad, but what I was saying was it actually affected. It was a ripple that actually affected his whole life. Now, when it was set straight at the end, it set his life straight up until so that way. That's why he died laughing. He was actually happy because his whole life was actually back to being normal the entire life.
Mm-hmm.
He was no longer schizophrenic, no longer messed up in the head, none of that stuff. His family life was great. And then
Hey Star!
And then at the end, that's the reason why he was dying when the thing was back to the engine was about to fall on him. That's why he was actually happy because he lived a good life finally.
There's also a theory though that he does remember the alternate universe, and he's one of the only ones that does, except for what was the girl's name?
I wouldn't say that he remembers. I would say it's more like the Mandela effect, where it's flashes of that universe. Like certain things will remind him and be like, okay, well, why is this off? So because it's going to change.
The girl that died originally, that when he didn't die, she was there again.
Oh, the one who got ran over.
Yeah. So when it all comes to the end and he is killed, guys, spoiler alert, but you've had enough time. When he dies, when the plane engine hits him and he dies, there's a point where the sister's standing out front, the older sister, and that girl comes by and kind of waves, but they don't know each other. But they do, but they don't. It's
deja vu. It's like I said, it's a Mandela effect where you kind of know something, in the back of your head, this is how it was, but then it's changed.
Yeah.
Because and to tell people what the Mandela effect. Hey, Ivar! The Mandela effect comes from there was a point in time where people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison.
But he didn't.
He went on to lead South Africa. I remember him dying in prison. And then, sorry.
So, yeah, if he didn't die, the paradox would collapse and kill everybody.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing, is it was going to collapse in on itself and the whole entire world was...
But that's what I was saying, too. Like, people were saying, okay, it was only happening within that moment. Hi, Sven! It was only happening within that moment, but I was saying that actually it was happening throughout his entire life, and it was about to climax at that end point where... when things were getting really nutso. And it was basically him going, okay, or some outside force saying, no, you have to die here.
Also, when he kills that guy,
Frank,
which was Frank, there is a theory that because Frank in an alternate universe is coming back to warn him.
Yeah.
That's why he keeps seeing Frank.
Because he knows what's coming.
Because somehow he knows what's coming from that alternate universe, and it's starting to collapse in on itself.
This is where a movie needs a save point, like a video game, where I would actually like to see that universe collapse. Would actually be pretty fucking cool that if he chose, no, I'm not going to die, and then you actually get to see chaos happen. Like, you actually get to see it all happen. And it'd be like, okay, you know what? Let's go back and rewind and do the happy ending. Which is him dying.
So Shelby says, "How have you been, Ivar?" Hello, Spin.
Spin, we fixed it.
Tony has 3 cases of Faygo, a 32-pack of water, and a pack of Gatorade. Whoop whoop!
Yay! Didn't we get a Faygo? Where did they have it at?
They had it at my pot shop.
Oh yeah! Didn't we buy some? And was that where it was like?
The one I got was kind of flat, to be honest with you.
Well, I think it was. No, it wasn't flat. It was just. I actually thought it was pretty good. I had never had it before.
It tasted like Otter Pops.
Yeah, I always thought it was like a derogatory term they were using for a long time because I've only been into like some of the stuff from ICP. I'm all black metal and death metal and stuff like that. But you know, I always thought every time I heard the lyric, what?
Go ahead.
I always thought I heard the lyric and I was like, okay, this is something they were just saying. I didn't know it was an actual real product. And then I looked it up and saw that it actually goes back to like the 50s and 40s.
Hey. So, watch Umbrella Academy. It just happened this season, apparently, where they do that kind of thing that you were talking about.
I dragged my ass on a. Oh, I'm sorry, Ivar. I dragged my ass on Umbrella Academy, and I dragged my ass on Stranger Things too. And there's a reason for it.
Because I hate this bitch. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say no. There's one of my friend's exes who she was so much into it, talking about it all the time, and I was like, and that's the reason why I refused to watch it for a long, long time, and now I'm finally even the Umbrella Academy, and I was like both those, I was like I will not touch them, and now I'm starting to. We just started the first, or we're on the second episode of Stranger Things, and we're gonna binge that, and it's actually pretty good so far. So.
Okay. So mom needed a pet sitter, and I'm feeling trapped because I'm in a house. And I need to get back on the road. I don't belong in houses. That's my personal perspective. I understand. If we had the means to just travel all the time, we would. What is this?
Is it,
I think it's Star.
Is it Star?
My room
It's Star.
Leaves it 2 mailboxes down. All right, let's get back into this. We squirreled out. But you know what? This show is not meant to have an actual
17
theme.
kittens need home. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Guys, any of you in Washington and you want a kitty cat, hit me up. Let me know.
Yes. Sure.
All right, so Sherry Mahan. She was the first child to be the official "Have You Seen Me" poster.
Was that who was the first? Was she the first one on the back of a milk carton too?
I don't know. It does not say that.
Oh.
After disappearing from her school bus stop one day,
Did they find her?
her parents refused to put an actual gravestone down for her until they learned what happened. Currently, they're using an angel statue at the family cemetery plot as a memorial. They have never found her.
Oh wow.
And that picture, there's an additional picture, but it's an age progression.
That's actually a pretty good age progression. But too bad we can't show it.
Yeah. Asha Degree disappeared in 2000. Drivers claim to have seen a 9-year-old girl walking along North Carolina's Highway 18 around 4 a.m. in February of 2000. But there's not much more information on her. She would now be. No, she would now be 27 when this was on there. Police and the FBI announced this year that they're going to beef up the investigation on the case.
That was literally what Tony said.
Let's see. And ICP and Hex and Ouija Mac, Big Hoodoo and fans, and the Hooligans, and Trauma 2, sick. Nice.
That's awesome.
Get it.
Dude, I seriously, I am like Juggalos are some of the most loyal fans ever. It's awesome.
And we love having you guys in.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, even watching Violent J and Shaggy and like all the stuff they've done.
Oh yeah.
If you think about it, like they I mean, like the beef they had with Eminem back in the day, and how much it went back and forth, and how much you thought they were going to go away, and they never did. and they just built and built and built and built, and just everything they did from what WCW and on and all that stuff, like wrestling, all that stuff, like just how much. Well, them and the Misfits, they're both roughly the same. With Jerry Only coming back with the Misfits and Doyle coming back and saying, okay, we're just going to do our own thing during the lawsuits. And then they built up their brand, and even Jerry Only going on today to where Danzig and they're doing some of the reunion tours still, which is pretty freaking awesome. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Trauma Too Sick is one of the artists on Oni's Legion.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's awesome.
That's right.
Florida Man
Blues.
Please. I'll probably grab some at some point. But you know what, guys? It is time for commercial. Ready?
What's the new one?
We'll be back.
Top shelf. Souls on the floor. Souls on the floor. Empty luggage floats around like a ghost. Alone on the sea. Sadness follows inevitably.
Well, gentlemen, perhaps we wouldn't be where we are today if we hadn't said to ourselves, just go, 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 go for it.
This final score for this film, we're going to give it 3 paws out of 4.
Nuestra Señora de la Santa Muerte, Spanish for Our Lady of the Holy Death. Out now!
Oh, not sex and violence!
Hi everybody, I'm Akaw,
And I'm Free Sex's Diamond.
and we are Roots Bleed Red on Psycho Bunny Death Cult.
Aha!
In fact, humans have a very long history of eating each other.
So lock your doors, turn out your lights, and join us for Ghoul Radio.
This is Professor Edgar Fluffosaurus from Spooky Tales with Steve the Cat, and when I'm not hosting Monster Chat or knocking down small Japanese cities, I'm watching PBDC TV. Now back to the show.
All right.
Seriously addicted to pomegranate tea. It's so freaking good. Hi, Leo!
What's up?
One of the coolest people in the haunt community.
Sherry says...
Well, you gotta read the top one first.
Okay.
There's 2 parts. It's a 2-parter.
Faygo Pop is really good because the pop can stay in your fridge for a week and still have fizz.
Yes.
The one we got had no fizz, and it was because it had been there a while.
I
so.
think it's because it's from the shipping and all this other stuff, and it was there in the pot shop for a while.
Been there a while is what I was
But
saying.
it wasn't bad. It was
It
actually
still
really good.
tasted
Was
good.
it the blue one or what it was?
Yes.
It was the color blue.
You know what's really cool? The fact that Shaggy, Tudo, and Violent J ended up saving the company, so all those workers didn't lose their job.
That's one of the reasons why. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the actual music and stuff. I mean, I've only heard the catchy stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, my
I'm
brain
a freaking metalhead.
"It's the silence of the hands."
That's a good one. But what they have done and how good they are to their fans and everything like that, it's one of the cool. Yeah, by bringing their stuff up into music and everything, it literally it's product placement at its finest, and they quite literally saved it.
Cotton candy.
Yes,
That's my favorite.
I love cotton candy.
Haven't seen Faygo in a long time.
Yeah, it's not here. It's not here on the West Coast. You have to find it. Like it's prevalent over there, like in around Michigan and stuff like that. But
Why, when I said cotton candy, did my brain go, cotton candy, sweet and low, let me see your Tootsie Roll.
I can't see it right now.
Tootsie Roll, let Tootsie Roll. Oh, man, squirrel moments. All right, so Amy Lynn Bradley. No, we can't afford that right now. We'd love to.
No, we're putting everything into our podcast and some of that right now, so it's.
We're also trying to make a trip out to like the South at some point in October.
Hopefully we can. If not, we are planning on next year definitely doing some of the conventions if everything works out right. Especially, I know everyone talks about like CreepyCon. I would like to go there and try that one out. So.
Definitely. All right, let's get back into this. Ooh, what did I do?
By go, I mean like actually get a table,
I'm aware.
sell some shirts,
I'm aware.
and talk to people.
Anyway, Amy Lynn Bradley
and make people mad who don't like us.
disappeared in 1998. She went missing from a cruise ship while on what?
Cruise ship terror?
No. Sorry, you distracted me. Amy Lynn Bradley went missing from a cruise ship while on vacation after stepping out of her cabin early morning for a cigarette. Witnesses claim to have seen her in the restroom in Barbados in 2005. But no one else has come forward. So, she disappeared in 98 and somebody saw her in a bathroom in Barbados in 2005?
I don't think she just wanted to I think she just wanted to stay there.
Maybe.
I mean, I would probably stay in, like, the Caribbean because it's gorgeous.
And that's what distracted me. Sabaton will be
Through
in
the gates
Seattle.
of hell, as we make our way to heaven, through the Nazi lines, Primo Victoria. I freaking love that song. I love
Dude,
Sabaton.
They're great.
They're so good.
Of course, my brain was actually thinking of Ghost Division.
Ghost Division's a good one. But Primo Victoria, man,
Panzerelli.
I don't think we should sing that out loud.
I know. I don't
It's
care.
all about history.
It's historical. They're not like glorifying them.
No, they're talking about like their deaths. But
Sounds trippy.
Sven.
Okay, Brian Schaefer disappeared in 2006 while on spring break in Ohio. The college student went to a bar with friends and completely disappeared. The bar had CCTV at all entrances, but it never showed him exiting.
He's still there.
He's still there.
He hasn't left.
It's the Casca di Amontillado. He's in the walls.
Honestly, if they haven't,
He might be in the ceiling. He might be in the walls. You never know. He's in the freezer. Dorothy Arnold disappeared in 1910. The perfume company Eris was literally just walking down Fifth Avenue in New York City when she went missing. My notes literally say this. And the most fucked up part! Her mother feared that the incident would make for an embarrassing tale in the media, so she didn't report her daughter's disappearance for weeks. Weeks!
Oh, wow.
Because she thought it would be embarrassing.
Tony says he's getting off. All right.
I'm getting off here to listen to some music. Be back later. Charge phone. Bluetooth. Whoop whoop! Yes.
Yes.
Much motherfucking wicked clown love for life. Alright. Have a great night. Yes, a haunting in Connecticut has a ghost in the walls.
A haunting in Connecticut was a super cool story.
Spoofed.
Very spoofed.
Yep.
But very, very
Great
cool.
story.
Well, I mean, like, if they actually could make the movie the way the story was with the priest, or not the priest, but the father and all the fucked up shit that happened to the father and his son. I mean, it didn't happen, but they said it did. But it was it was a good story. It was a very, very good story.
Jody. Oh, come on.
Heisen Truit.
Poison.
Poison
Treat.
Truit.
Poison Treat.
Heisen Truit. Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer.
Leopold.
Anyway, the Iowa reporter was on her way to work around 4:30 a.m. when she was presumably abducted. Her car key was found bent in the door lock, and evidence showed that she actually fought hard against her abductor. Though she was declared dead in 2001, police still think that there's a possibility to solve the case.
95, where was it at again?
I don't know.
Who does it say?
Iowa.
Iowa.
She was in Iowa. She was a news reporter for KIMT, Channel 3 News.
I don't know who that could. What the fuck? Who is that?
The Ohio.
Sorry.
So Beverly Potts disappeared in 1951. The Ohio girl was 10 when she failed to return home from seeing a show at the local park. Every suspect in a possible kidnapping has been cleared. But in 2015, there was a small break in the case. But it wasn't disclosed to the public, and it remains unsolved.
So that means it wasn't exactly a break then if it wasn't disclosed.
Billy Hogue, Joey Hogue, and Craig Dowell. They disappeared in 1967. So Billy was 11, Joey was 13. They disappeared while heading to explore a small nearby cave in Missouri. And they believe that Craig, who was 14, may have also been along with them. None of them returned home, and they were all good friends, so it's possible that they were all together. No one can confirm much of what actually happened, so the case still remains unsolved. So there is, this one's sad, 1999, Mikkel Biggs. While waiting for an ice cream truck in Mesa, Arizona, the 11-year-old went missing without a trace. Her mom called her and her sister inside, so her sister went ahead, and 90 seconds later, Mikkel was gone, with the wheel on her bike still spinning.
Oh.
And to this day, nobody knows what happened to her.
What year was this again?
99?
How many times have they spoofed that? Not spoofed that, but did that in like movies and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, honestly, since like in the 2000s and stuff like that, where you had just a wheel spinning and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
Paige Rinkowski disappeared in 1990. She was last seen standing next to a car she drove on the I-96 near an exit in Michigan. Later, her purse and shoes were found inside the abandoned car. 6 months later, a letter and a map were mailed to the police, but the map was so vague. And they're not even sure that they were even looking in the right spot because of it. Right, that does sound like the beginning of a good horror movie. In fact, I'm pretty sure we have seen that in a horror movie.
Sorry, I'm yawning.
Yay!
Yay! Thanks, Tony.
Maybe she went ghost to hide from people?
Possibly.
Maybe.
That's very possible.
Human eating monster hotels from hell.
That would be a good.
It's just going to cost like $250 to do it, and if we want to go on vacation, why would we vacation in our own town? But I would love to go do a show inside the Padre.
Oh, it's a hotel here that's really haunted, and it's really, really ritzy too.
beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's like old school, like old school, like from the 40s and stuff like that. And it's real super. It's pretty ritzy. I've been in there a few times, and it's really, really nice.
There is a
like black marble walls and stuff like that, and like with the whatever going through it. Oh, it's
there
so
is
cool.
a room on the 4th floor where there is the spirit of a cowboy, and I think this is one of those those ones that they're caught in a loop type thing. So you hear spurs, and then you'll feel this across your face. Apparently, like
I hope I don't feel that across my face.
It's supposed to be like a lover's embrace.
Yeah, but it's a cowboy,
Like,
so his hand's kind of rough. It's all just tree bark.
But apparently he goes like this.
And then you hear spurs.
No, and then when you wake up, you see him at the window and he jumps.
Huh.
And it is a lover's scorn.
There's actually been several suicides off that building because it's a pretty tall building here in Bakersfield. But it's pretty crazy.
The Lost Boys of Hannibal. They are still looking for those boys 54 years later with ground penetrating scanners. Yes, the Stanley Motel.
Where's the Stanley Motel?
Oh gosh, where is that?
I'm sorry, I keep yawning.
You ask me questions of things I can't answer.
No, it's fine. I just
I know it.
No, I've heard of it.
Oh, hello, shiny.
That's not.
No,
Is that the Overlook?
I think the Stanley was the.
Is it Colorado? It really is Colorado where that's at.
Yeah, I know. I thought the.
Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, the Stanley Hotel is okay. It is the Overlook. I always thought it was called the Overlook, and now that you say now that they're saying, hey, the Stanley Hotel, I'm like, oh, it was called the Stanley Hotel. I've always seen this. I was like, oh, that's Overlook.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I think it is the Overlook. Let's see here. Laura Bradbury, 3.5 years old, camping with her family near Joshua Tree here in California in October of '84. She went missing. She and her brother had gone to the bathroom at the campsite restrooms. He went inside, and when he came out, she was gone. So the police believe that they found her skull in 1986, but they haven't been able to confirm that it was hers.
Well, DNA testing, especially if they find the skull, if they know what happened to it, all that stuff. If they can get any vital DNA from it.
It is the Overlook.
Yep.
So Bobby Dunbar disappeared
I know, Ivar. I'm not trying to yawn.
in 1912. Bobby was 4 years old when he went missing during a fishing trip. And 8 months later, the police believed that they had seen him traveling with a man named William Walters. In 2004, DNA testing proved that the boy found was not Bobby Dunbar. So the case does remain unsolved.
Ivar, the worst part is I'm trying not to yawn, which is making me yawn even more.
The Beaumont children disappeared in 1966. 3 Australian siblings, Jane, Arna, and Grant, 9, 7, and 4, went to the beach and never returned. They were seen playing with a man near the water, and the police officer said they saw them walking home around 3 p.m. Letters were later sent to their parents saying that they were being held hostage, but those were later proven to be a hoax, and this has never been solved.
That is one of the craziest things to think about how many people get on this when people go missing or stuff like that, kids go missing, and how many people are like, oh, they just decided to be scumbags.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Becky Corium disappeared in 2011. She was known as Bex. The crew member on the cruise ship Disney Wonder was last seen taking a phone call that seemed stressful. Some say Disney is being extremely secretive about the information that they have, and this case is still under investigation.
2011 for 11 years. I can do math.
What was their fate? Kidnapped, murdered, or are they still alive? $5,000 reward. The Sauter children disappeared in 1945. 5 of 9 children disappeared after a fire demolished the Sodders family home in West Virginia on Christmas Eve.
5 of the 9?
5 of 9 children.
Okay.
The children's remains still have not been found 70 years later.
That actually, I don't think they're going to find them 70 years later, but that is actually more or less family. You know, like, okay, we got an excuse to get rid of 5 out of 9 children. Mr. Cruel, we're going to look that up right now. Cruel.
I know. I missed a C.
Oh, sorry.
It was a space on accident.
Ooh, okay, this is something we're going to, okay.
Oh, there's
We
not
don't have
enough.
time.
We can actually talk about it right now.
No, we don't.
There's not a lot on him.
Look, I want to go eat. I'm getting hungry.
He's hungry now.
This is something we can do.
Okay, well, I have a couple more that I wanted to talk about. Sarah and Jacob Hoggle. Their mother took them somewhere safe, and she was a paranoid schizophrenic. They have never figured out what happened to them. They have done age progression photos of them. This happened in the mom was arrested in 2014 on 3 various charges, or 3 charges that were like misdemeanors, and then in 2017 she was charged with murder, but they still haven't found their bodies.
That's crazy. That is something to look into even more. I mean,
and then this is the last one I really wanted to talk about because this one gave me the heebies. Brandon Lawson. Around 2 a.m., he was in a field in Texas and called 911. In the call, it's hard to hear what he says, but he sounds distressed and panicked. He cuts off. And that was the last he was heard of. His brother said he called him after, but has yet to be found. It sounds like he had run into something and mentions he was chased in the woods. Somewhere else, someone edited the audio, and it sounds like gunshots in the background of the call. So allegedly, at 1 minute and 3 seconds of the 911 call, you can barely hear a faint, "Help me." And that's the last you've ever heard of Brandon Lawson.
there are the black-eyed kids, the demon kids and stuff like that show up.
Kids look like this.
No, there's actually a lot more spots, or a lot more in Texas. There's a lot more people catching them. We're not catching them, catching the black-eyed kids. People spotting them and stuff like that, having interactions with them, and a lot of people. There's a couple of them that have actually had interactions with them when you actually let them in. They go missing, and stuff like this is what happens to them.
Yeah, Susan had a great point.
A safe place usually means heaven, yes.
Especially when it comes to...
Well, paranoid schizophrenic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would have Texas. He won't let me.
No.
I keep wanting to do
I'm a
like...
silver fox now.
No, I want to do a toner in your hair
I don't.
that won't add color. It'll just make the gray more white. It's called T18 by Wella. I want to do it.
I'm a silver fox. I want the gray come in.
I'm trying to make it show up more.
You want me to do the silver Gandalf is what it is.
And then, okay, one more. The disappearance of Susan Powell. This one is heart-wrenching. I was absorbed in it when it was still going on, but it's been a while since I looked into it. Apparently, Susan went missing, and her husband said he took his kids, late night camping, leaving in the middle of the night and returning the next day in the middle of winter. And his wife was gone when he returned.
Huh.
So much points to him murdering her. Her phone and belongings were still at home. Her family didn't hear from her. She made it clear that if something happened to her, it was her husband. He had been abusing her and being very possessive. And a large wet spot on the carpet with a fan blowing on it when the police arrived. And the kids saying that they knew they'd never see their mommy again. And that she wasn't around when they were awoken in the middle of the night.
The police didn't do a test on a large wet spot to make sure it wasn't blood, or if there was any remnants of DNA and stuff like that right there.
I watched the whole documentary on this one. It is brutal.
And it turns out, but I mean, the wet spot was just not
Yeah.
DNA from a human, is what it was. It was just something like a large wet spot.
Basically, is what they tried to say.
Yeah. I mean, is that what they found out? That's what I'm asking.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, It came out that the husband's father was involved in child pornography.
Oh, fuck him.
And the husband never being charged.
What?
Yeah, using their children. He moved the kids out of state eventually, and
how do you get away with something like that?
And exploded the house that they were living in with all of them inside it.
Oh, he killed himself.
And the kids.
That's how he got away with it. When they found out, he went and murdered himself with his kids.
So they've never found Susan. There's never been no body. There's no justice. There's no answers.
You're never gonna, yeah. It's messed up.
Oh, God, I'm not going to read that.
Yeah, we can be done.
All right, so we are done. I have a lot more of these to do.
We can save them for another time. Right now,
yeah.
We're technically on vacation right now.
I just wanted to go live. I felt like it. We just got out of the pool. As you can see, my hair is like...
Yeah, we've actually been... Well, you've been more healthy than I was going to the gym. I've been...
Wait. Hold on.
Well,
I need you to push up my muscle from
behind. I gotta do mine.
There we go, guys.
But, yeah, we've actually been to the gym a lot.
That's really fucked up,
it is
right?
really fucked up. But yesterday, I don't know how I overdid it. I was on a bike, and I got a huge kink in my neck from how I was steadying or something like that. And today I was like, I just want to go to the freaking the hot tub and hang out there.
Sherry says we had something very similar to that recently, 2 years or so. The dad did something to the mom. To take the kids to Walmart, and then the mom was in the vehicle. Oh.
Wait, read it again?
Okay, so the dad had killed the mom.
Okay.
And shoved her in the trunk. And then decided, I'm going to take the kids to Walmart. And the mom was in the trunk the entire time.
What? There's a couple of those.
I can think of a few like that.
There's a lot of people who get complacent, not complacent, but they're just don't care. And they're a lot of murderers who are like, they feel like they're not going to get caught. So they're fine with having a body in the car when they do errands.
All I thought of was Stan from Eminem.
Oh, that's been messed up.
Yeah. That is, yep. Definitely.
Yep.
Well, this was fun. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for this really impromptu show. We had no plans. We just talked.
We'll officially be back August 12th. Stephen P. Kitty Cat, Spooky Tales was back September 12th.
Yep. Also, this Wednesday, I will be chit-chatting with Slippy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't want to miss this one. This will be really fun.
We are going to have some major stuff coming out in
the
next couple weeks.
Don't forget, I'm interviewing Simboon.
Oh, yeah, at the end of the month.
At the end of the month.
So, it's going to be Dark Thing.
Who
won the
great.
SAS? Who won this?
SAS this year. He is the king.
Yep.
Woo! All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a wonderful night.
See you later.
Bye.
I don't know, set the world fire. I don't want a baby. In my heart, I have